1857. Many causes were responsible for the failure of the revolt of 1857. The revolt was not widespread. It could not embrace the entire country and become an all-India struggle. Sindh, Rajputana, Kashmir, East Bengal and most of the Punjab did not take part in it. The revolt was a national movement, but it lacked unity. Many rulers like Scindia, Holkar, the Nizam, the Raja of Jodhpur, and the rulers of Nabha, Patiala and Jind, etc., did not join the revolt against the British. The Sikh, Rajput and Gorkha battalions remained loyal and helped the British to suppress the revolt. There was no unity and common ideals among the revolutionaries. The Hindus wanted to set up a Maratha rule, while the Muslims wanted to revive the Mughal kingdom. The revolutionaries were poorly organized. They had no common plan of action. The sepoys were brave and selfless, but they were ill-equipped. On the other hand, the British soldiers were fully equipped and more disciplined. The leaders of the revolt were not good generals. No doubt, Nana Sahib, Tatya Tope and the Rani of Jhansi were brave and patriotic, but they lacked the qualities of generalship and military training. On the other hand, generals like Havelock, Nicholson, Outram, Campbell were more able and experienced. The rebels lacked resources in terms of men, materials and money, while the British government poured immense supply of men, money and arms into India. The telegraph and postal systems and other means of communication were controlled by the English. They stood them in good stead in suppressing the revolt. The revolt started much before the fixed date, that is, 31st May 1857. The result was that the whole plan remained disorganized and the British got sufficient time to organize their forces and resources to crush the revolt. Results of the revolt. The revolt produced far-reaching results or consequences. The governance of the company ended in India by an act passed by the British Parliament in August 1858. The rule of India was transferred to the British Crown and Parliament. This act also abolished the rule by British East India Company through Board of Directors and the Board of Control. A minister in the British cabinet was made responsible for the administration of India. He was known as the Secretary of State for India. A council of 15 members was appointed to help him. The Governor-General of India was to be called the Viceroy, and Lord Canning became the first Viceroy of India. Queen Victoria issued a proclamation in November 1858, which granted various rights to the Indian princes and the people. It assured the princes that their territories would not be annexed to the British Empire. The treaties entered into with the company would be honoured. They would be given the right to adopt sons. The proclamation guaranteed full religious freedom to the people of India. It also proclaimed that the Indians would be appointed to high posts if they were qualified without any distinction of caste, colour, creed and place of birth. A general pardon was granted to all except those who were guilty of murdering the British. The proclamation of 1858 promised that the government of India would try to advance the material and moral progress of India. The Indian army was reorganized. The number of British soldiers were increased and the artillery was placed under their control. Last but not the least, the revolt of 1857 was undoubtedly a great struggle of the Indian people for freedom from British imperialism. It aroused national feelings among the people and paved the way for the rise of the national movement. It served as a source of inspiration in the later struggle of freedom.